What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blood Bowl 3. We're going to be going back in for another game with the Elven Union team. Now, ever since the patch, the games have been going much smoother.
Good evening, sports
Alright. We are against humans, I believe? Yep, that is definitely humans. Looks like he has block on a thrower. And then other than that, he just has the 2 catcher, 1 thrower, 4 blitzers, ogre setup with 3 rerolls. Alrighty. We're going to be diving straight in. We're going to hope we get a good game. Now, our opponent probably has petty cash, which is why he's looking through all that. We're going to choose to kick the ball to our opponent. And I don't believe opponent actually bought anything. Does not look like it. So we're just going to do our normal setup. Actually, we're not going to do the normal setup. As this is humans, they tend to, at least nowadays, they tend to try to pass the ball a lot more. We're actually going to set up like this to prevent him from running to the sides. And we shouldn't have put this lineman on the front here. Now, humans are in a weird spot where I believe they've gotten buffed, but it's technically not really any different for them. Their thrower is just a little bit better for quick passes. So it's more important of a piece now. But other than that, they still only have 2 strength on the catchers, so should be able to do a lot of damage to those. And if we can actually remove both of the catchers, the human team loses a lot of its strength. Now, our opponent doesn't have tackle, so he's going to be unable to take out our blodge piece. Oh man, and we get a blitz, which is the worst case scenario for our opponent. We are going to just run up here. We're going to force our blodge catcher in and toward the ball.
The attacker has an assist.
We are going to make this dodge and both of the rushes, as we're not going to be safe without them.
Hey, things are getting interesting.
We are going to just fall there, but that's a-okay. It puts us in the back, and our opponent has to be afraid of it now. So he's going to be forced to go left.
That's a holding maneuver, if ever I saw one.
Our opponent is using the yellow color scheme, which I actually prefer. I actually really like the yellow on the humans. I think it fits them quite well. And we do need to remember that the catchers do have less armor than the rest of the team.
A good coach always uses the right player for the right job.
And since they are strength 2, we actually can just blitz them with our blitzers by themselves.
He's now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
We're going to get double stunned on our line there, which
This is going to be
the line is
decisive.
always kind of doomed for our team, so that's A-okay. Anytime one of our elves can survive getting punched and not get sent off the field, we're pretty happy with it. Now let's see if he actually manages to pick up the ball, because if he fails the pickup here, we're in a very good spot.
The ball is in the player's hands.
He does pick it up, and he does run right down next to a player, which keeps him relatively safe.
They've got the advantage. But
He does go for the 3-die on the ogre.
Blood bowl.
He does miss it, however, thankfully. And he was just going to blitz our lineman.
He'll get an assist now. Wuss.
Alright, so we're going to come over here and we're going to assist our lineman in this hit while bringing in these other pieces to screen. But before anything, we're actually going to take our blitz right here onto this catcher.
That's a good choice for this play.
We are going to get the POW, and we're going to stick our blitzer right onto the ball carrier and hopefully get a removal here. We do just get a stun, but that's A-okay. And we're going to be able to bring in our other catcher here as well with dodge. So now we have 2 people on the ball, neither of which are currently being marked, so he is going to have someone stuck there. We are just going to knock down this blitzer on the line here.
He seems a little stunned, doesn't
And
he?
we're going to bring a player up here to zone out some of his players so that he can't just knock everything free, basically. For nothing. And we're going to dodge away from the ogre. Alrighty. It's a good turn, too, for us.
Adversaries like that. I hope he knows what he's doing.
We're going to see exactly what he tries to do here to break free. He's going to go for a hit on our blitzer.
Slippery like an eel. Why not just squash him next time?
Looks like he is going to just go with a hit on the ball carrier, most likely. Now that's A-okay with us as...
I should probably say something meaningful to all our Cabal Vision viewers.
he isn't going to be
All I
able
can
to
think
knock
of
us
is-
down.
Splat.
He does go for a reroll and get the same roll. Now he just doesn't have to follow. That is going to... He's going to have to... He does dodge away there. And he does go for the 1 dice on our catcher, which is unfortunate. And him getting KO'd there is actually so bad for us.
You know, I often think Blood Bowl might be better if we just.
Oh, and he does
got
bring
rid
in
of
the
whole-
ogre.
Sorry.
Jeez, okay. So we are going to just take a very relaxed hit on this blitzer, I believe. See if we can't make an opening on a later turn.
That player's a little short. Oh no, my mistake. He's on the ground. There's only one word to say about this.
We are going to wrestle this piece
Not
to
a
the
word,
ground.
Jim. Crotch.
And then we are going to bring all these pieces in to assist on the ogre hit. It is just going to be a push, but we're actually pretty okay with that. We need to make sure we protect our thrower. We are just going to dodge our blodge piece out of here, I believe. We're going to try to keep him in the back there to be a nuisance. Now we are down a piece now, which is unfortunate. And our opponent is going to be able to set up a very safe cage at the moment.
I've always been a fan of Orchidas. They sell a rather fetching line of t-shirts. How are they going to catch or run with a ball if they're constantly writhing around on the ground?
He does get to set up a cage on this side of the pitch now. And this is both good and bad. We do get some free hits on the catcher, which is what we want, as they are the low armor units.
Have you looked at Facetome recently, Bob? Did you know you have a fan club?
Have you looked at it, Jim? There's a petition to remove you from the air.
We're just going to take our easy hits on this side, I believe. But first we're going to move some pieces over. Take this hit. It's just going to be a push.
They're still standing.
You're going to take a hit on this catcher, I believe. But first we're going to bring our catcher back in from up here.
That's it. Get in their face.
We're going to have to re-roll that.
Hey, that play looked almost competent.
We do get a stun there. I'm going to go for the ogre hit. It's just a push, unfortunately.
That'll help a player move without risk.
We're going to bring our catcher over. We are going to blitz this catcher with our blitzer. And we are going to get the hit on him. We're going to follow that up as we have sidestep. Fortunately, we don't get any injury. We're just going to keep putting ourselves in our opponent's face and causing as much mayhem as
Punch
possible.
the other enemy players quickly before trying anything else.
He does move all the pieces in order to stop sidestep from marking him. That is a turn of all those pieces' movements being consumed. Hopefully we'll be able to prioritize on that and actually find an opening in his cage. He does get a hit on our thrower. This is what we've been trying to avoid. But he does live, so it's A-okay. Our opponent does still have his blitz. So he's still in a relatively safe spot.
Player down and surrounded by the opposing team. This isn't going to be pretty.
Looks like our opponent goes for a very forced cage on the side. We're fairly alright with that, as we can actually put some of those catchers onto the sideline now.
Now his buddy can move freely.
We do get another piece removed, which is unfortunate. Oof, he does come in double mark here, which means his ogre is able to get a hit. He does bonehead.
No.
So now we are going to run all these pieces out of here. First, we're going to come right over here, however. We're going to just start bringing all the elves over. And we're going to take this hit on the catcher.
You can't argue with that call, can you, Bob?
No.
We're going to let our opponent dodge. We're going to put him
Push back.
exactly where he does not want to be.
That's a strike. Made
We're
with
going to just
technique and
knock that player
precision.
out.
It's not always about
Very good
sheer
knockout.
muscle or size.
As we needed to start removing some pieces. And then we'll bring our last elf over. And we'll end our turn. He rolls bonehead again.
And he's standing there drooling.
Very fortunate for us.
Come on.
He does
guys.
use his blitz
Together.
over there, which is good for us as it does not knock down our blodge piece. Looks like he's probably going to move his team back over to the right side of the pitch. And he is leaving one corner of the cage marked, which means we are going to be able to, in some way, shape, or
That's
form,
a natty little move. Still, I'm willing
get
to
out
bet
of-
a good punch will have been
get a
placed
hit
down in
onto the
mouth.
ball. Almost fails that dodge away there.
What a speedster!
Fortunately, it doesn't look like we actually have a good way of getting onto the ball here. Instead, we are going to just start punching as many of these humans as we can, I think.
That player went down like a sack of snortling unmentionables.
As every hit we get on one of these guys will result in our opponents being down players for his turn. And we're going to blitz with our blitzer here to try to, once again, put our sidestep piece onto the ball. We're going to be able to do just that.
He won't leave him
Again.
alone anytime soon.
And we are going to be able to follow up and stick another piece on
About to
him
get
as well.
punched above and below the
This time it being the
At the
blodge
same
piece.
time. A prone player is a dead player.
And we're actually going to bring this piece over to stop our opponent from bringing in help. And we'll leave our wrestle piece nearby in order to hit him on the next
and they
turn.
start the turn in trouble.
We have our thrower in a relatively safe spot in order to try to recover the ball when we knock it out of his hands. Our opponent does activate his ogre. Does swing, and he rolls double skulls. He uses the reroll and rolls double skulls again. That ogre has proved very detrimental to our opponent. And we do lose that line elf for that. Completely worth it. So we are going to just take this player out of the picture, hopefully. We're going to roll double downs, but
I call that a tie.
why we use our block piece. And we're going to come in here. We're going to try our best to hit this blitzer down. We do not get it, however. Which is unfortunate, as we wanted to try to use our wrestle piece for the knockdown.
He's still standing.
But now we will probably just have to... We're still going to use the wrestle piece. We're going to dodge this guy out. We're going to blitz with a 1 dice with our wrestle piece here. Didn't end up mattering in the end, but we do get the knockdown.
Take down the ball carrier before he can move it up the field. Blood Bowl 101.
And the ball is going to get knocked over to our opponent's side here. Now we do have a fairly decent chance to pick up the ball with our thrower. However, I believe we're going to take this 1 dice to make those odds a little better.
Always uses
We're going to have to use a reroll there,
right
and it does work out. Oof. And we're going to stay there.
Help the player move without risk.
We're going to go for the pickup. Since we have sure hands, we get a free reroll on it. Unfortunately, we fail both of them, but the ball does scatter in our favor. Now we are down to 0 rerolls. Our opponent does still have 1 left. Or we have him in a pretty tight lock on all of his pieces.
Touchdown.
Actually not sure if he has any meaningful 2-die anywhere. He does have a chance to hit our thrower. Looks like he is going to take that exact play. He rolls double skulls again.
Can't argue with that call, can you, Bob?
He uses his last reroll and does roll into double defender stumble, so he does get the hit. He is going to scatter the ball.
Hey, that play looked almost competent.
It's going to go into the middle of all of his players. Our opponent really doesn't have any more good
That
hits.
player's earned their wages today.
He's going to have to dodge away there to try to get a semblance of a hit.
This player likes to be well assisted.
He does get a POW.
Hey, that play looked almost competent.
He's going to choose to stay. Now you're going to be able to hit both of his catchers with our blitzers, which are basically
Nicely done.
free removes on the ball. Well, he's going to run away with that catcher, actually, which is going to leave the ball completely open for us to hit and take advantage of. So we are going to hit this catcher first.
That's a good choice for this play.
We're going to take the both down. And all we need to do now is move that player's there. I didn't even see that guy. Alrighty, so if we bring this player in, we can use our wrestle
Now
piece
it's just a simple matter of getting the ball
to knock
at their
down
feet.
this player.
It's never simple.
Move this guy to the side.
On the floor again.
And we
This
can
thing
blitz
must like
here.
worms or something.
Oh, too easy.
Get the knockdown in order to push this player out of the way. And we do get an injury as well, which is incredible, especially on the blitzer there. And now our opponent doesn't have any pieces marking the ball. We are going to be able to just bring a catcher up this way. Stand up this lineman. And then we are going to just bring our thrower down here to pick up the ball.
The player's taking the ball, and the end zone is close.
And we're actually going to go back into here, I think. It's our safest
He's not
spot.
looking. He's not looking. Get in there.
We're just going to bring this player out this way. Now, 1 dice with block is pretty good odds to knock the ball out of our hand. Which our opponent has plenty of ways of getting that at the moment. But we have so many pieces around here that the recovery would probably not be that hard.
That's it. Aim for the ball.
He does get the 1 die.
Take them down.
He's going to push it down into more of our players.
Now that's a real mess. Stop! Grab the ball, please. Stop!
And it's going to scatter up toward our teammates. He's going to bring the ogre
Can
in.
anybody catch the ball tonight?
He's going to go for the
Quick and
pickup.
easy. Nothing to see
He's
here.
going to get it, and then he's going to fall afterwards. It's actually going to put the ball in a better spot for us to recover it. So we are able to just dodge away here, pick up the ball, hand it off, and score. In fact, we have an even better odds with this piece here. So we're going to mark the handoff. We're going to run up, pick the ball up, and hand it off there.
They've grabbed the ball.
It's a pickup. He tosses it to the catcher. Here's the steal is going to go off, and he has to reroll anyway. And then we just dodge away.
A temerity really worth rewarding.
And we score in the last
The
turn.
ball is in the end zone, and according to Knuckles' sacred text, we have a touchdown.
So we are going to be down 2 players. 1 player. Our opponent is hurt. 1. Right. So it's going to be 10 against 9. We are going to put our obligatory lineman only there to die. And then we're going to leave these pieces right in the middle like this. And we're going to spend this whole half trying to stop our opponent. Now, it is our half.
This team
So
needs
we
to
actually
run
should have put someone
and
in the back.
else they'll be kicking the ball back to the
Looks
winning
like
team
if we're
again.
lucky, the ball's going to scatter out of bounds. It, however, does not. I'm going to bring our thrower back here to recover it. While we simultaneously run our catcher up here.
Count those teeth, Jim. They'll have to pick up most of them off the ground in a few seconds' time.
Knock our opponent back, and then retreat 1 space to safety. And we're going to just stay as far away from that ogre as physically possible. I'm going to fail that dodge, and that's going to be okay.
They're all over the place. I can't see them going much further with players like that.
Bonehead is going to go
The
off
bigger they
again.
are, the thicker they tend to be.
Our opponent's ogre has proven very bad for him.
Yeah, smells like a good old-fashioned fight.
He's going to come up and blitz our lineman. He's going to move himself back. He's going to run up and mark us here.
Gone into the opponent's tackle zone. Should be good.
I don't agree with this play, even if he is trying to stall us for time. He really shouldn't be giving us the free hits if he could avoid it. Which he definitely could. So we're going to take this hit here first. Going to get a POW.
Now his buddy can move freely.
And we're going to bring in our blitzer here.
Unity is strength.
We're going to stay marked on this catcher. We're going to bring our other catcher up this way. Bring our blitzer around. And we're going to pick up the ball. We're just going to start slowly making our way down the field. And then we're just going to dodge away right here with this lineman. He's going to fail the dodge again. It's fine.
That day, my leaky nose is a bad squad. They need to fire the player that can't dodge, or have him assassinated. Either solution works.
He's going to bring the ogre over, which we saw coming. Going to come in and blitz our lineman. I think our opponent is going to end up underestimating just how fast our elves are, because it looks like he's going to be leaving this big opening right in the middle for us to run through. Now, the catchers are the piece that is typically used to score, but your blitzers are just as capable. They may not have the free reroll on catch, but very easily just take them off to the side and your opponent cannot keep up with you. And we're probably going to do exactly that right now. So we're going to queue up a handoff. Come give it to the blitzer. We're going to use a reroll if it fails, obviously. But it's not going to. And we're going to come up here. We're going to hit this blitzer.
Is the assist going to be enough to come out on top?
I'm going to follow through.
Call. Intimidation is the key. It was one of my strengths when I was still playing.
And now our opponent has to deal with us in the worst possible situation, which is being completely marked.
A snotling baked in a pie stands more chance than this pool.
And not having your highest movement pieces available.
Where's the nearest pie shop, Jim?
We're going to just lock that in. Our opponent can obviously make some dodges, free up some players. But forcing him to do back and forth like this is going to cause very good situations for us. Just like this, he's not going to be able to hit our blodge piece.
Talismans R Us are certainly making a splash on the used arcane item retail scene of late.
I'd say less of a splash.
And we're going to take our blitzer this way.
He's now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
He's going to dodge away here and get a nice hit. He's going to knock the ball out of our hand. He takes a reroll.
Are they dancing or
I think he thought we had dodge there. We're actually just going to dodge back toward our catcher here.
With fists flailing, he's following
And our blitzer does get injured. Unfortunately, it is a minus strength. We are probably going to just use the apothecary on that. We're going to get no injury. The ball is going to scatter to a slightly unfortunate spot for us. He's going to go for the pickup. He does manage to do so. Now remember, in this particular case, he gets a bonehead again. That ogre is really failing him.
Drooling.
He does dodge away here. Leaves us open with some pieces that can move up and assist, however. Does dodge away with another human. And he finally fails a dodge.
A temerity really worst rewarding.
And we are going to just take a 1 dice to push into our catcher here, I believe, to get a second shot. We are going to move over our pieces, however, that our opponent is now going to have to deal with.
That player's like a streak of lightning.
Yeah, it's a streak of something, Jim.
We're going to take our hit up here,
Call it lightning.
get ourselves away from that ogre.
Another player on the ground. The coach will be spitting.
And we're gonna-
this.
Thanks. We did misposition a piece there, so we have to go for a BFI. We roll a skull. We re-roll it into a both down, which is awful.
That guy will never fall. The pressure's on, Jim. What will they do?
Now, we do have more pieces over here to assist, I believe, than our opponent, but that play there not working is extremely dangerous for us. Probably should have taken the safer approach and just knocked back the lineman. But all in hindsight. Opponent does also fail to knock us down. He is
Touchdown
out of
coming.
pieces to make a
The
cage
studio
with.
wizard has promised me at least one more before the final whistle.
He's going to have to try to go for a screen. But with the movement speed of the elves, he probably won't be able to completely keep us away. Does go for a 1 dice up in the corner there.
This player, the attacker, smells weakness.
Alright, so we are going to be able to just bring... First things first, we're going to just come up here and be in the way, I believe. You're going to come this way in order to knock this player out of the way, in order to get our other guy up.
They're gathering around that lone player, like halflings round a sandwich.
If I
order
had
to
a
attempt
golden
a blitz
crown for
here.
every player I've seen lying on the field during my career, well, I could start my own team. You only need a million.
However, we actually
gold,
can make our odds a bit better here by doing some dumb stuff. I think we're gonna do.
They're all over the
And we fail
I
it.
can't see them going much further with players like that.
Very unfortunate, but it looks like our opponent is actually gonna end up tying the game. We could have played this second half much better. Bonehead goes off
The bigger
again.
they are, the thicker they tend to be. Obviously not you.
Our opponent is really sitting and thinking about this hit for some reason. Not too sure what he's thinking about. And it looks like he's actually conceded, so we get a victory there. I guess he disconnected or something. That was very odd. Looked like he was going to be able to tie that game. But there you have it. So we have another victory under the Elven Union team's belt. We are actually going to have a level up on our other catcher here. And we were saying last time what we were going to probably do, and we're still sticking to that, is we're going to take strip ball on him. It's going to give us more versatility in our ways to knock people down. It's just going to all around help the team a lot, I think. We are going to end up firing our minus armor lineman and replacing him immediately, as the extra player has been very helpful. And we're going to call it there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and tune into the next episode. See ya.